Hello, welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and today what I'm going to be doing is making a tray, but making a tray with a bit of difference. I'm going to be using, oddly enough, toilet rolls in this tray. Now, this is an idea I got from Sherry Vegas, who also has a YouTube channel, and she made something similar, and I loved it. I thought it was such a great idea, and I'll link her channel in the description below as well, so make sure you check out Sherry's channel. So what I've done is I've taken a normal inside of a toilet roll, and I've cut little thin slices off, and I've tried to make them all the same size, and I've done mine. They're about 1/2 centimetre each, and they all fit in there. And I've also painted them up as well, so they're all black, and they're going to go into the resin and the tray in a little design. But before I can do that, what I do need to do is I need to pour a base onto this, because I want these to sit onto that resin base, and then I can go ahead and put these pieces on. I'm going to do these a little bit different than I normally would. I'm not going to push them into the semi-cured base, because that isn't going to work out well enough for me. So I've got another way to do this. I will link everything that I use in the description below, don't worry. Obviously not the insides of toilet rolls, because I'm sure that you can get those yourself. I've got my resin all mixed up now, and what I've used is a bit of black pigment and also some black mica powder. And what I'm doing is I'm going to fill this tray up to about halfway up and spread that all around. Now, it's really important when you're doing this first section to make sure that this tray is level, because the last thing you want is all your resin to pour down to one end. So when you go to put your little cutout bits in, they're all at different heights, because you want to try and keep them in the same sort of height, ensuring that it's all nicely covered. Oh, I do love the way that mica powder looks in resin. And now I'm going to be popping these bubbles. It doesn't really matter if you don't pop the bubbles, because you're going to put another layer of resin over the top of this, so they're not going to be seen. Now this first layer is all cured, what I need to do is make a decision on where I'm going to put my pieces of cut out toilet roll. And I quite like the idea of doing a pattern similar, not that it's probably showing up because it's black on black, but similar to that. So just going around them like this. And as you know, on my other channel, I've made different Christmas decorations using these. You could do like a flower like that. I'm sorry it's not showing up brilliantly, but it will do once I get the resin coming in there. And how I'm going to attach those is I'm going to use some really thick PVA glue or white glue, Elmer's glue. And I'm going to pop the glue on the bottom using a little brush on the bottom here. And then put them down and put a weight on them so they all cure up nicely. These are all glued down now. Some of the bits I actually went round with the hot glue gun. It's not really showing up too well on the camera at the moment. And that was just to make sure that there weren't any leaks, although there probably will be some leaks. Going to be using the J Diction 4-hour demold resin for this, because I want this to cure up fairly quickly, and that also helps there not to be additional leaks. And this is a nice resin, it will cure up nice and hard really quickly, and then if I decide I want to put a flood coat over the top, I can. I'm filling up the centre of the flowers here with the black mica powdered resin, and I'm using the pipette so that I can get it a little bit more accurate and get it right into all those little nooks and crannies. And then around the outside I'm using gold. Now don't overfill these when you fill them up to start with, because you can always add a little bit more to the resin if you need to. It's much easier than getting it all over everywhere and making a mess. I just want to say how thankful I am for all my members. We have a great little community going on, and we support and help each other, and there's additional videos and lots of perks. So if you'd like to become a member of my channel, then the link for that is in the description below. Now going around still, filling each one of these up gently, because you know what I'm like. I don't normally do it with just free pouring. I normally try and do it a little bit more calculated, but this time I'm giving it a go and ensuring that I'm not overfilling these, but they really will show up against the next two colours that I do. Also, thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month. I can't tell you how much I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, just to say thank you for any of my videos and help support this channel and get your name on my coffee board, the link for that is in the description below, along with the link for everything that I've used today. So now I've filled these ones up with the red. I'm going to leave this to cure before I do the next stage, which is a really important thing. This is ready now for its final layer. This is all nicely cured up. Now, I've brushed some mica powder in here, not because of an effect it's going to cause. I just wanted to see whether I liked that particular colour with the colours that I got in here. Because it's a blue-green mica powder. I do quite like it. I think it looks quite nice. So that is the colour that I'm going to fill in here with. Now, I did get a few little leaks, but not too many, which was great, and it has all sealed in there nicely. And this is a slightly different way than Sherry did hers. Well, the reason that you leave this to cure up before you put this background colour in is to allow you that when you are putting this background colour on, if you slip or get any of the colour into any of these other colours, it's not going to contaminate it. You'll get a much nicer, neater, crisper finish with this. Because if you do get any of the resin on there, you can easily just wipe it off with a baby wipe because it's all cured up. Also, check out my other channel, Steve McDonald Crafting. I do a lot of upcycling and different types of crafts. No resin on there, but lots of great fun crafts that are easy for anybody to do. And the link for that is in the description below. Now, I'm not overfilling this because I'm allowing this to go into where I want it to go. And I've used the J. Diction Quick Cure resin as well. And that is a thicker resin, so it's much easier to get around. I'll leave this to cure. Now this is all cured up, what I did last night, quite late last night, was I put a clear flood coat over the top to level it all out and to give it a bit of additional protection. I think it's come out really well for that as well. So now's the time to take it out of its mold. That's demolded nicely. I've got a couple of bits here that have just where there was a little bit that went onto the rim, but they'll just pick off nicely. Now you can add handles to this quite easily, but actually I'm not going to add a handle to it. I quite like it as it is, because I think if you add a handle to it, then you are only restricted to use it as a tray, where I think it would look nice to put things on, perhaps in a bedroom, or even put on the wall. But it has come out really well. I love the technique. Thank you, Sherry. Don't forget, I will link Sherry Vegas's channel below in the description, so be sure to check her out. She does some great work. Please boot that like button. It really does help my videos to get out there. I've left links to everything that I've used today in the description below, so you can easily get hold of those. If you're a first-time viewer, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee just to say thank you for any of my videos and help support my channel, the link for that is in the description below. Take care, enjoy your resin, bye.